Okay, so you will notice right now that I have 8 meters up at the top, excuse me, up at the top of the screen. I have a Misfire in cylinder 7, and I am going to be running the recorder to see how bad it is. So you guys can see how bad it is. This drastically changes my plans. I was going to do the LED lamp install for the fog lamps. It sounds like to me I'm going to be doing plugs and wires instead. So let's go ahead. This is a cold start. Okay, again, the ECM is connected through Bluetooth, and right now it's monitoring the cylinders. And I noticed this problem yesterday. I actually was driving home and it felt like there was a stutter, like there was something going on, some kind of a vibration. And I didn't think anything of it, but just before I pulled in to get home, the check engine light came on. And of course, I looked at it real quick and it showed cylinder 7 misfire. So I'm looking at the camera right now, and actually I have 2 misfires. Cylinder 3 and cylinder 7, it looks like to me, yeah, quite a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep monitoring this on my way home to see just how bad it is. But just sitting here, 67 misfires, there's definitely something going on. So I am actually going to be ordering new plugs and new wires. I know which ones I'm going to get. I'll put that in the bottom of the screen because I can't think offhand. But I am going with their LS1 wires. I should probably turn that on. And so I am definitely going with the LS1 wires. And I got the plugs picked out that I want. I'll be ordering those today. I am not looking forward to changing the plugs and wires because of particularly cylinder number 8. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to the plugs from underneath the car. I'll find out. But I will rest assured I'm definitely going to be doing a video on this. Because I was looking on the internet while I was at work today, which you're not supposed to do, but anyway, I was looking on the internet, and there are no videos or very little information on changing plugs in an LS4, so this might be handy for some people. And yeah, it looks like cylinder 3 actually improved. Maybe it was just cold, but cylinder 7 is definitely a problem. In fact, I'm going to get out and I'm going to check the wire real quick just to see if quite possibly it's loose or something before I go to all the trouble. But I can feel it. I don't know if you... I can feel, believe me, I've driven this car long enough, I can actually feel the miss. It doesn't happen every rotation, but it's definitely happening. And cylinder 7 is at the, be on the driver's side front right, so the far right corner. If you're looking at the motor from the front, it's the far right corner. So it's really easy for me to get to that one, but I'm not going to just change one plug and one wire and call it a day. I'm going to change them all. So I'm going to go and check this out right now, see what we're looking at. Okay, so what I did was I disconnected the number 7 coil, and the motor did run worse for that brief period of time, so I know that the coil is most likely okay. It's probably going to be the spark plug. Most likely it's fouled up. I mean, I have over 100,000 miles in my car. They're the original plugs and wires, so it is time to change them. So most likely something is going on because it doesn't misfire every rotation. It's intermittent, but you can see in the history it's definitely working its way up. So I'm definitely going to be changing those. It probably will not happen until this coming weekend. Today is Sunday. What is it? November 16th. So I probably won't be able to get to it till next weekend simply because I can't order the parts and have them shipped today. So I'll order them today. Amazon Prime, I've already got the ones picked out that I'm going to be getting, It's almost $200, but you know, I don't have a choice. I have to fix this. But you know, because what's happening right now is the ECM is detecting that cylinder 7 is misfiring, so it's actually retarding the timing so that that cylinder is actually not being detonated, and it also cuts the fuel to that cylinder so that you don't get hydrolock with a bunch of fuel stuck in the cylinder. Now, most of it will go out on the injection cycle, but you could soak the cylinder walls and then cause all sorts of problems. So it's best if you have a misfire and you have a check engine code that comes up as a misfire detected, until you figure out what the problem is, drive the car easy. Believe me, you do not want to get yourself into a situation where you're going to destroy a whole cylinder and possibly, you know, detonate the motor. I mean, that's just not something you want to do. So probably not going to be driving my car at all this week until I get everything. I will get an install video. Believe me, that's something that I'm going to do. I'll get the install video. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to get to the back cylinders, the rear cylinders that are at the firewall. I'm either going to go up from underneath, or I'm going to have to take the coil packs off so that I can reach back there. I haven't decided yet, but I will once I've figured that out. I'm probably going to end up figuring it out on the fly. I'm probably going to be recording footage, and then I'll be editing out the mistakes I make, basically. One thing I am worried about, because I've got over 100,000 miles on the car, the plugs are going to be kind of hard to get out. And the last thing that you want is a plug breaking off inside the block. That's got to be the worst thing. So hopefully all goes well. But I'm just, I'm a little disappointed right now, but it's kind of expected, you know? You got one cylinder that's dropping out, that's fine. Oh, and by the way, if those of you who know that I have a warranty on the car, spark plugs and wires are not covered under the warranty. They consider that to be normal wear and tear, just like belts or, you know, radiator fluid or things like that. They consider that to be normal wear and tear. So I'm gonna do this myself, and I'm fine with that. You know, I'm basically buying the best plugs and wires for the LS4, so that I know that I'm future-proofing as far as down the road. If I want to, you know, mod it, then I know I've got the best plugs and wires. So I'm not just putting the stock rinky-dinky ones. Now, if it does turn out that I have a coil pack that's going bad, the stock GM coil packs, the AC Delco packs, are actually reasonable at about $22, and I'll just replace them all that way. But again, I've got to figure that out. I'm gonna have to get my my laptop out here and run the graph and see exactly what's going on. The injectors, I mean, it could be a fuel injector going bad. I'm gonna have to look at the fuel curve and see if it's normal, and if it is normal, then I know it's the plugs and wires. Most likely, it's the plugs and wires. Most likely. That's the problem that I have. So, if I have to replace a coil pack, I will. I'll buy one. That fixes the problem. Then I know I need new coil packs. For cylinder 7, you know, whatever. So, right now I'm just kind of pussyfooting around, not really driving it hard. So I went ahead and pulled the spark plug that is in question. As you can see here, this is what it looks like. My camera is going to have a hard time zooming in on this so close, but you can see here there's quite a bit of deposits here. Most likely this is just an overly used spark plug. Fortunately, the plug came out just fine on its own, so I am kind of relieved. Now, this may be the only one that's going to come out of the 8 just fine, but I was a little bit worried that because of the life of the plugs, they would be in there pretty good, and it'd be quite difficult to get them out. But this one came right out without any issues at all. So you can see here, just, I mean, this is about as close as I can get. You can see here just how bad it is. So I've already got the plugs and wires on the way. I will be changing those this weekend. Right now it's Monday. I'll be changing them over the weekend, so look for a video probably next Monday or Tuesday on that. But until then, I cannot drive my car. That's just as simple as that. Oh, I did check the wire, and I'm getting about 600 to 700 ohms, which is acceptable. But the new wires that I have coming are 40 ohm wires per foot. So, marked better, much, much better. So, yeah, be looking for that video next week. So, all right, take care, guys.